situation is from 1990, carbon emissions have gone up by 60%, and that's put us into a position of potential inevitable extinction. Extinction Rebellion has been created by activists and academics who've really started with a blank sheet of paper and said, it hasn't worked, it's been a disaster, so what are we going to do to save our young people from destruction? That's the question at the top of the paper. And in a nutshell, it means rebellion rather than reformism. Reformism is a great idea if you're living in a reformed society where everything is more or less okay and you just want to tweak a few things. You're dealing with an elite that is entrenched in its power, that it's not going to budge. So rebellion basically means going to the streets, breaking the law, sitting the road, closing down the economy. A similar analogy to a labour strike. You know, you can go and talk to the bosses, you can say, look, you know, we need extra wages, you know, we're being exploited. And as everyone knows, the boss is going to say, well, you know, it's the market or tough or whatever. And then you go to them again and you say, right, we're not going to work anymore. We're going to go on strike. And they'll say, well, we're still not going to talk to you. And then you go on strike and, you know, after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the accountants go in to see the bosses and tell them how much money they're losing, and then they bring you in and they discuss terms. So that's what we have to do with the whole of the elite. And it's been done over and over again in world history, particularly over the last 200 years. Thousands of people go to the capital cities or the main cities, they sit down in the streets and they stay there day after day, non-violently, until the regime decides to try and repress them or decides to negotiate.